take it away.
Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. It's the Monday. It's the Patreon. The date, October 3rd. Halloween, just around the corner. Get your couples costumes ready. Boyfriends and girlfriends, they're coordinating all over the country. One of the most popular costumes. Super producer Nick Mullen and center-left talk show superstar Adam Friedland.
You think people are going to dress like me for Halloween?
I think boyfriends and girlfriends will.
Like a freak monster? Is that what you're saying? That I'm some kind of freak monster?
I think that the girls will be you and the guys will be me.
The girls don't want to be me anymore. They wanted to be me years ago when they thought I was anorexic.
Yeah, it's true.
And now everyone knows. Now everyone knows
Now
I'm
everyone
fat. Now everyone knows I'm fucking fat.
Yeah.
What if I was like 6 million pounds and I've been doing this show for years?
The story today,
That's
Nick
it.
Mullen, weight gain.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm Ted Koppel. Tonight's biggest story. Fat-titted bitch, crybaby, homo. Nick Mullen, producer of the Adam Friedland Show. Turns out to be as big of a fatty as I thought he was.
Yeah.
The entire time. Don't mind me if I say I told you so, America.
They're like, Ted, are you even on TV anymore?
Nick is bulking and dropping weight. He's doing kind of like what
I'm doing
Christian
both.
Bale did.
I'm doing, you remember how they said that skinny fat is bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, now it's good.
Now it's good. You're skinny fat now?
I'm going to try to be.
Nick does a lot like Christian Bale does when he works from, when he's showing up on set for a movie.
Give me a second. Why don't you introduce this show? I'm going to go get a pair of scissors. I'll be right back.
What are you doing? Because you're making labels?
I'm cutting and pasting.
Why are you making labels? He always finds a job to do in the middle of we have to do this fucking podcast. Why? Because the light switch needs labels on them. What are these fucking labels? It says on. What does that say, Nick?
It says on and off. I'm doing for the switches. Folks, if you're playing along at home, you'll know that I got a label maker.
Nick did get a label maker.
And for guys like me, I'm basically in heaven right now.
Yeah. That's kind of what you've been doing your whole life. Is
To give a racist autistic person a label maker. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I got things in here. Indian. We go over to a restaurant called Taj Mahal down the street.
Yeah.
And I slapped that bad boy right on the waiter's name tag.
Oh, I thought you did. You covered up the bindi with a label that says Indian.
I'll tell you, I've been deep in that bitch.
Yeah.
Been deep. My name is Been Deep.
You've been fucking bindi.
My name is Balls Deep.
Balls deep.
My name is Suck Deep.
This is my father, balls deep.
This is my penis, Suck Deep.
So Nick and I were apart this weekend. It was really difficult. It was hard. I was in Los Angeles, California. Nick was here in the office.
Difficult. The fuck are you talking about difficult?
It was hard for me.
Why?
Just wondering what you were up to. Putting labels on things.
Putting labels on things.
Doing classic pranks for when I turn back up to the office.
What kind
Yep,
of-
that's
you,
right.
You think I was going to prank you?
Yeah, you did.
Why don't you tell us about
You
what
put
you
my
did?
stapler in Jello, like from NBC's The Office.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? It hurt my feelings. It's fine. We've been doing this show in living rooms for 6 years. Now we have an office.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of office pranks was something that we never considered before. But now we have a whole new world of possibilities.
A whole new world. I was thinking about that the other day. You know the Whole New World song?
Yeah. From
While that's going
Aladdin.
on, Jasmine, because she's got to be thinking, she's on a magic carpet above Agrabah with some peasant. She's got to be like, okay, so I'm just...
Well, she thinks it's Prince Ali Ababa.
Well, she's like, she's like, just to be clear, I'm being drugged and raped by like 9 guys on a couch somewhere right now. I am just roofied.
I'm blacking this out
of my fucking mind. We'll sing the song, but I know that whatever's going on right now.
Yeah, my brain is going to a different place.
It's because I'm just completely getting raped.
I'm escaping the horrors that are happening inside of my pussy. Yeah, no. Well, my favorite thing about the Whole New World song is when he's on the balcony, right? And then he does like a trust fall thing off the balcony.
Yeah.
And then the magic carpet catches him. And for a second, she thinks that Aladdin has killed himself.
Yeah.
Which is a really pimp move to get pussy.
It's a very borderline personality disorder.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to date me, princess? Well, I guess I'm going to fucking kill myself.
And then the magic carpet catches
Wait, don't
me.
kill yourself. Don't kill yourself, fucking peasant.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Fucking poor person.
It is kind of a BPD move. No, again, Nick, she thinks it's Prince Ali
Yeah.
Ababwa.
But that movie's bullshit, though, because it's like, you know.
It is bullshit.
It's
there
like
would never be a genie.
There'd never be a genie, but, like, also, like, oh, well, it's like, you know, love can transcend socioeconomic status or whatever. But meanwhile, it's like, you know, yeah, but he's got a magic lamp,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah. So if you're gonna transcend your social class, you need magic to do it.
Yeah. I got something you can transcend here.
What's that?
Can you hand me the vape pen?
Why?
What do you mean why? You know why, so I can vape it. So I can suck tube, ghost tube.
Can we get a vape company sponsorship?
Dude, can you imagine? It's vaping, it's kind of like sucking a ghost's dick.
What do you do for a living?
I work at an office.
You're a fucking faggot.
Damn. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Nick and I, before we started the episode today, we were doing a crowd work comedian that says "That's what's up" after every.
Well, you were mostly doing it. You don't need to add me on that.
What do you mean? We're both doing
You don't
it.
have to take credit. You can take credit for it. That was your idea.
Well, okay, but
You
I
said
thought it was
this is
funny.
the character I want to work out on the show. Is a comedian that says that's what's up.
A comedian that says "That's what's up." You say, "What do you do for a living?" Then you can't think of an insult fast enough, so you say, "That's what's up."
That's sus, but it's what's up.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. We're saying that's sus, but that's also what's up.
That's sus, but it's what's up also.
But that's also what's up.
It's what's up, but it's also sus.
That's also sus, but it is what's up.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us what you did in Los Angeles?
Nothing much. It was just for some reason I just ended up staying at Brandon Wardell's, even though I'm 35 and I can afford a hotel at this point.
Yeah, I gotta buy my plane ticket to Houston this weekend.
Go see Nick at the Houston
come
Improv,
see
the
me.
legendary Houston
Bring
Improv.
a friend too. Apparently, the way they sell tickets is by table, so you can either purchase a ticket for a 2-top or a 4-top. I was wondering.
That is bad for our demographic.
I know.
We have a lot of lone
I
wolves
was like,
coming to shows.
why have I only sold 25 tickets and it's a week out of the show?
Because you need friends.
Because
That's the only way you could see Nick. That is such a bad business move on your part. To be like the only people that could come to my show or have friends. Yeah.
Yes.
So no, in Los Angeles, I reconnected with my high school best friend. We chilled. I met his kids.
They think you were gay?
Well, he's not queer.
Did the kids think you were gay?
The kids? No, they respected me.
Oh, well, I mean,
They're 1 and 3.
Children now. They're like, they're 3 years old, and they're like, this guy better be gay, or I'm not going to respect him.
No, he's my friend. My friend doesn't want to send his kids to public school because he thinks that they turn you trans. It's funny. I don't know anyone in my life that actually thinks the Tucker things. So it was kind of sick when he was dropping that kind of stuff.
Oh, he's a conservative.
He's a conservative, yeah.
Okay.
When we were in high school, he was always conservative and I was always liberal.
Oh, so sort of like a
kind of like a buddy cop kind of thing.
Odd couple.
Kind of an odd couple kind of thing. Adam and Alex.
Which one were you, Jack Lemmon or Walter Matthau?
I was Jack Lemmon, the gay liberal. He was the messy, divorced, sports writing conservative. I kind of miss having proper conservatives
Did you know
in my life.
my bar mitzvah is coming up? You don't have to come, but I'd love to see you there.
We did remember something from high school, which we totally forgot.
$100. Just take it.
I watched that last night. It was raining.
Glengarry.
It
Perfect.
was raining. I sat here in the office and watched Glengarry Glen Ross.
Perfect mood movie for a rainy night.
Yeah. He's so good in that movie.
He is so good.
Yeah. Amazing.
He's such a good actor. Alex and I remembered that we wanted to throw a senior prom party. And we wanted it to be like Project X. We wanted to throw the biggest party of high
How
school.
about a Mexican guy named Senor Prom?
Yeah.
He's like, I love dancing. I love doing the dancing. I love doing so much dancing.
What
She
was it?
said, what was it? She said
Osama bin, what was it?
She said Osama bin Laden, but then I can't do it anymore. I don't
What
know.
was it?
Somehow
Osama
I turned Osama bin Laden into. She said she will suck my dick, but then she fucked me, and I can't.
How do we do it?
I don't know if
we were doing it
I don't
for-
know if we did. I
You
think,
did it, but we were repeating it for about an hour, and now we forgot.
yeah, I think I just got into the. I had one of my zone moments.
Yeah. So we remembered we wanted to throw the biggest party of high school, and so we needed a house to do it at. So we were like, we'll do it at his, because his parents had a pool, and we're like, that'll be sick. We'll get chicks in the pool and stuff, and so we were like, how are we gonna get rid of your parents? So we bought them a spa package,
The Parent Trap,
out of town, right?
Yeah.
And he said it to me this week about it. I totally forgot what he said to his parents, because obviously they found out that we were throwing a party and they ruined it. And we ended up doing it at my house, and we fucking destroyed my parents' house. But he said when he gave his parents,
If you're Chinese, like every
Yeah.
day of your life has to be that like opening scene from The Parent Trap.
what's the opening scene?
When the separated at birth twins
They run into
they
each
run
other.
into each other.
And they say, I see me too.
Yeah.
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 That
If
must be
you're-
really
If you're a
confusing.
Chinese guy, you gotta just be.
That's
like,
gotta be happening.
We have to get
all
our
the time.
parents back together.
Clearly.
Ooh, North Korea is launching missiles at Japan.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of, sounds like a Parent Trap going on right now.
We have to get our parents back together.
war so our parents get back together.
That will get their attention. Okay, so yeah, he said he reminded me, and I totally forgot he did this. We both bought this spa and golf package for his parents out of town, so we could have their house. And he gave it to his mom, and he said, "Mom, I got this for you as a present for my graduation." And his mom was like, "That makes absolutely no sense."
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's so stupid.
She's like, "Are you gonna throw the craziest party and get pussy before you graduate?"
That's literally what we were trying to do, and neither of us, I don't think, had sex with any chicks. I think I did maybe kiss one girl, but
That's cute. You were like, "May I have this dance?"
And
she
then-
was like, "Okay, go ahead, dance with me."
no, it wasn't a retard.
A 6'2" girl with Down syndrome.
Did I show you that picture?
Fucking, you walked up a couple of doggy
Did
steps.
I ever show you that picture?
Gave her a smooch.
Nick, did I ever show you that picture?
Oh, is it a picture of a woman with Down syndrome?
Yeah, well, I've never showed you this.
What is it?
It's a picture of me when I was 14.
I don't know, but we can't have any dead air.
No, but you'll react to it.
We
And
can't.
they'll like
Guys,
hearing it.
Houston, please come out this weekend weekend, October 7th through the 10th.
I forgot how good this picture was. All right, look. Just grab the phone. Just take it.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
the 6'2". But that's what you were referencing.
No, I wasn't referencing that. I
Oh.
was making a joke, but that the woman does look like she has at least clown syndrome.
She's got clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Mexican
The,
guy.
the doctor says
Yeah.
my son has clown syndrome.
Oh, it's like
They
what?
say he will be born with clown syndrome.
Yeah, they say I'm like a clown.
They say she has clown syndrome.
I'm like a crazy, like fucked up clown, like the Joker.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people are frustrated that the show hasn't come out yet, but we're making moves.
The video show.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna fucking do about it? There's so much fucking work to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I
there's
I
not-
appreciate that, and stay on our asses, be frustrated, keep us honest. We're not running like the producers right now.
Yeah.
We're not running some grifts. We're like this. We're not putting on springtime for
It's not
Hitler.
a grift. A little bit is. Like,
We're putting on the greatest center left talk show of all time. And guess what? It takes hundreds of thousands of
there you
dollars.
go. I like this fire, dude.
No, I'm
was trying to
pissed.
Good. Keep that
I'm pissed.
energy.
No, because it's just you're in here. You're in here. I'm out of town in Los Angeles. You're hanging wires from a ceiling at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Yeah, hurt my back.
You hurt your goddamn back, and these goofuses, they're gonna come at us. They're gonna come at our asses when Nick is destroying his body, destroying his gorgeous body for the audience.
Well, it'll be worth it.
It's gonna
thing
be
is,
worth it.
it's so satisfying
and you
that-
don't have to believe us,
It's so
or
sa-
you can believe
It's
us.
satisfying to do work all day long and then to do this, and I'm like, I already feel accomplished for the day,
Right.
Because I got shit done,
I know.
and so then I'll just bomb the podcast.
I know.
And,
This should be the priority. They're right about that.
And it should be, but I mean, we do need to look. It's an interim period.
It is an interim
The way I
period,
try to
and to
think
give
about
you
it-
guys a fucking timeline, we're saying mid-November. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we could.
Maybe
here's
that's
the-
not true.
We could do it earlier than that.
We could.
But the stage reveal has to be part of.
You shouldn't have even said the first word.
I know
You would have gotten pissed at me if I did that.
what the stage reveal.
Well, if I said S, the stage.
Why?
You would have
People
been
know
like,
that. People
they know
the
it's a stage. Okay, so the stage reveal has to be part
Yeah.
of the launch of the show, right?
The infrastructure is done.
The infrastructure, no, well, it's almost done.
Well, yeah, I can finish that tonight.
Yeah.
not
No,
really.
well, the infrastructure, yes. Then we need the second element of the build out,
Yeah, that's
which is end of this week.
yeah, but that's modular. It just gets dropped off, and that's
Yeah.
it. Then we get the DP in here to say put lights here, and
Camera
here.
test, lights, sound.
and then we're done.
And then we're done.
And then we're done. I'm ready
We're
to go.
almost there. And it
And-
has
but
been a
here's-
lot of work.
here's the
Listen,
problem.
guys.
Here's the problem, folks.
Go ahead.
First episode, we have a big guest, and I personally don't want to. I want it to be big.
We're not going to say who it is.
I know we're not going to say who it is. They won't like it either.
No, they're not going to be into it
They're
either.
not
They're
gonna
going to
be
be
into
like,
it
this
all.
is gay.
Guys, we got Neil deGrasse for this show, and we've got a galaxy-sized pussy, and we're going to let him kiss it wherever he wants.
Listen, guys. Listen.
It's got to be special.
It's got to be special. And
We
imagine this.
we put so much work into this, and this is also
Try
true.
some fucking empathy, guys.
The culmination of 6 years of a podcast that was fun to do.
That's exactly what I was going
but
to
we
say.
were precluded from fucking really just going all out, going crazy, spending the money, fucking being ambitious.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say why we were precluded.
There was something holding us back.
Yes, and now we can
An
fucking
immovable.
now we can go crazy. We can fucking pursue things. The only thing that's
I'll put it this way.
the only
okay?
thing that sucks is being beholden to a schedule where we have to release things at certain times. It's like then you get this where it's like so. Unfortunately, the podcast will have to be if you just bear with us, or whatever. Fucking if you
don't.
subscribe to the Patreon, you want to unsub for a fucking month just because you think it's
This is gay.
because you're mad.
Why do they get
Then
mad
I
at
don't-
podcasts?
I don't know, but fucking, you can. I think we got. I think there's not like we're like the. It's not like we're good for this month.
Let me put it this way, guys. Let me put it this way. This is my argument. Okay, here's my argument. Imagine. Okay, I'll speak without even as coded a language, right? You're two doofuses that have been doing a podcast for morons for 6 years, right?
Mhm.
And then your friend leaves, and then you publicly make a claim that you are going to be producing a television show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you shortly thereafter realize that you have no idea how to produce a
I
television
know
show.
I've worked in television.
In this last couple of months, we have learned a tremendous amount.
I haven't.
I think we
I
have.
knew what we were setting ourselves.
You knew.
up.
Okay, so Nick knew.
Yeah.
I've become aware in these last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
But the exciting thing is that there is actual real growth.
Yeah. Even what we have now, I'd love to show you a picture of it.
If they saw a fucking picture.
I know. But you'll have to wait.
Yeah. We're making springtime for Hitler, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
What's that about? Baseball? German baseball.
Yeah, German baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's when they wanted to integrate the Nazi leagues and the Negro leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Satchel Paige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited about baseball postseason?
I think I'm going to get back into baseball.
How many
for the
baseball
postseason.
games you watched this year?
Absolutely zero.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I don't watch
It's
a
maybe the
single one.
first regular season I've watched 9 innings of a game.
Yeah.
And probably since I was like less than 10 years old. Probably like in my single digits.
We've been busy this year, dude. You spent the first half panicking about Come Town ending, and then immediately switching to having a giant ego about the Adam Friedland show and looking at pictures of yourself all day.
All day long. I'm just hiring different photographers to do different style headshots
Yeah.
and being unsatisfied with
Maybe
any
I
of
should
them.
maybe I should take your headshot. Maybe I should get into photography.
Well, we have to do it together, dude.
Yeah. Well, we can use the other
We need
room.
our press
I'll set the
shots.
other room up as my art studio.
You have a pottery wheel?
Yeah, I got a pottery reel.
kiln?
Yeah.
You're going to set the entire place on fire with your kiln?
I'm probably going to do that anyways,
Yeah, I know.
honestly.
It's
I'm
gonna
glad I got
happen
that fire extinguisher.
I know,
I
from
gotta get
Costco.
I gotta get a wall mount, put it on the wall.
Nice, brother.
Yeah.
We need one of those choking hazard signs where it's like the retarded Asian guy getting the Heimlich
Yeah.
maneuver done to him.
Why is that guy Chinese?
Why do they always have a retarded Chinese guy? Is that just a New York City thing?
He's like, I think I finally figured out a way to get our parents back together.
Yeah. So wait. So North Korea is bombing Japan right now?
They're launching missiles over Japan.
Over them.
Yeah, that's their move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a very BPD girl move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
like,
sort of a look what I can do. Sort
look
of
what
thing.
I can do.
Demonstrating their missiles. But I don't know. North Korea is never going to do shit. You don't have to worry about North Korea. What you have to worry about is India and Pakistan.
Why?
That is the only because they have nuclear weapons, and they're fucking Indian.
They're
guys. They're Indian guys.
Oh, when for some reason when you said India and Pakistan, what I was assuming you meant was
Look, here's the thing.
if they squatted up,
You don't
if
have to
they
worry.
squashed the beef.
You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
Russia because we've already been through the Cold War with Russia.
Yeah.
China is calculating, and honestly, like so is North Korea. India, imagine you know the how can she slap video. Imagine that guy has a nuclear bomb.
Why do she slap?
And the woman is Pakistan.
Yeah.
And the woman
Yeah.
has been Pakistan forever.
Yeah.
You know?
But what if both of them just squashed the beef, got together,
Not going to happen.
and then they got pussy all over the
It
world?
won't happen ever.
It will never happen.
Yeah. India's done too much genocide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what if they realized that they could start?
How could she slap? How could she slap? That's what they say after they start World War II. After they they start a nuclear world war.
Are they still?
They go, how can she slap?
Are they still escalating tensions over there
Always.
constantly?
Yeah.
We're in the Kashmir.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Kashmir outside.
Kashmir outside.
Yeah.
It's badass because it reminds me of Zeppelin.
Kashmir outside.
Kashmir.
Breakfast matter. You don't say.
Kashmir outside.
Mm-hmm.
Kashmir outside.
I tell you what I'd kill for right now, a big soft pretzel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some nice, different mustard dipping sauces.
I love a big pretzel with some mustard.
Oh, it is a good.
Dude,
it is a good
I
nice.
told you I went to dinner with Steven and Alex,
Yeah.
and I was pretending to be a British moron the entire time, and the Italian waiter, who I convinced I was an imbecile. At the end of the dinner, I yawned, and he came up and he goes, "Oh, sleepy, huh?" And then he like sort of pat me on the back like you would a dog,
Yeah.
and I've never felt more comforted.
Yeah, it was
in my
maternal.
life. Yeah, not by. It was beyond maternal. It was like I felt like a dog.
Right.
I felt like a dog, and you're giving him a bone or something.
Yeah.
And he's got a part of the couch you can lay down on.
It would be nice to be just a properly retarded guy
Mm-hmm.
where everyone's just petting.
I had one of those at Home Depot today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up to him. He looked like a normal guy,
Yeah.
and he wasn't.
No,
He was
wasn't.
very much disabled.
You asked him where something was.
I asked him for help, and then he just started following me around.
What if he was doing a bit like you were at the Italian restaurant?
Maybe.
Right.
That's
That
what
would be
that- that's
fun.
what
I mean,
the-
that's probably what you would
that's
do
what
if
that-
you worked at Home Depot.
That's what our Billy Joel songs are about.
Yeah.
Yeah, our Italian restaurant.
Yeah. Where you pet the retards.
Yeah. Well, it's Billy Joel. It's a song he wrote to a dog he was in love with that he would meet in the alley behind the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And
And he
You know.
sucked the dog off.
you could remake Lady and the Tramp
Mhm.
and cast just a white woman as Lady.
And
Tramp's still
just
the
a
dog.
regular dog.
Still a dog.
That Tramp was a sexy dog.
Was he?
I think he looked good.
Who
He
was
was
he?
like
Was
a little
it-
rough around the edges.
Was he Burt Reynolds? That's not right.
Maybe.
Burt Reynolds plays Charlie in All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't remember who was played the Tramp, but I feel like most white women would fuck him.
It's very funny to imagine Burt Reynolds doing VO for a children's movie.
Yeah, it'd be so funny.
What the hell is this? It's a fucking little faggot movie or
I'm
something?
fucking drunk.
Ah, it's for kids.
Oh, I thought this movie was for fags.
Yeah. I thought it was for dogs. What the hell are we doing here? Making a movie for dogs?
What is this for fucking dogs?
I don't even know dogs watch movies. Yeah, it's a crazy fucking world out there. Huh?
Honestly, one of the funniest movies of all time is him posing nude for Playgirl.
And then realizing it's for gay guys.
Being like, what the hell?
What is this, a faggot magazine?
I thought this was for dogs. I thought dogs were going to look at my body.
Oh, what a guy. Rest in peace to Bert.
Rest in pieces, motherfucker.
Rest in pieces, Bert.
Motherfucker.
Mission accomplished, Bert.
I watched Die Hard like 3 times the other day.
You know, Nick, it's a Christmas movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie about like a bunch of terrorists that took over a building.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you watched it 3 times?
You know, it's also a Christmas movie.
What?
The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, it is, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I should rewatch that.
I saw it, but in the theaters, but
I went to it with my grandma and my mom.
I saw it in the theaters,
My
but
grandma's very Catholic.
me and that guy,
me.
Alex, my best friend that I saw this weekend,
Yes.
we didn't want to pay money for it to Mel Gibson because he's an anti-Semite. So we paid for, like, I think Soul Plane or something. We paid for another movie and then went to go see Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all in Aramaic.
Yeah.
Yeah. A dead language. Pretty cool.
Aramaic, my penis hard.
Yeah. Aramaic and my penis are. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha.
People hate your laugh.
My laugh?
Yeah, I listened back to
What'd they say?
I don't know, but I also don't
What does it sound like?
guess
Now I'm self-conscious about a new thing.
because I guess when it's attached to looking at you, it's not as bad, but just the audio is
Horrific.
it's horrifying.
Oh God, there's a new thing that I have
You just
to
sort
change.
of suck air. You go
Suck it in.
you go
Oh, like a blowjob?
That's what it sounds like.
like I'm getting throated?
Yeah. You sound like you're being
Like I'm being throated.
you're throating.
I'm throating.
Yeah.
Wow. That's humiliating. All right. Now I take back everything I said to the people that are frustrated with the show. I'll change my laugh. I'll change for you. I'll do whatever you want. I'll
Did you
get a
not-
fucking nose job.
Did you not know you laugh like that? You should
I
bleach.
have different laughs.
We should bleach your hair and keep it the same length, but give you like a side part, like a permed side part. And then you can't grow sideburns, but if you could grow sideburns, that would be
I
perfect.
can't grow sideburns.
Like a
I have
Napoleon
low
Dynamite look, kind
Oh
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I might get a haircut. We'll see.
I'm just gonna say it. Our first guest is Gravedigger.
It's the truck.
Yeah, and it's taken fucking just the logistics of getting a monster truck into the
We have to disassemble
the
it.
19th floor of
Yeah.
a Manhattan office building.
Yeah, which is not really supposed to be for building a soundstage.
And then we're bringing on that Chinese guy that eats airplanes, and we're going to have a battle between the two of them.
yeah. Well, we had to disassemble the entire monster truck and reassemble it.
Remember that story about the Chinese guy that eats airplanes?
No.
He like eats them piece by piece.
There's always like guys that eat metal that are on like Ripley's Believe It or Not type shows.
Well, yeah, a Chinese guy ate an airplane, and it's like
how big of an airplane?
a 747.
No way.
And it's like, where was this guy on
That's not
9/11?
real.
You know,
Yeah, where was he?
if they'd had
He
him,
could have saved those damn
if
towers.
he just parachuted down in front of the tower, he could have eaten the damn thing.
He could have eaten that goddamn thing.
Mhm.
Could have saved a lot of lives.
Yeah. Burt Reynolds is like, he eats airplanes. I thought these guys ate dogs. I thought it was a dog movie. I didn't realize it was for fucking kids. Is this what kids? This is the shit kids like? I guess is dogs. Yeah, these dumb kids.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to laugh.
That was Squirt Reynolds.
Squirt Reynolds.
He's like, yeah, you hit it right. You get in there the right way. As you pee, who knows?
Who knows?
I don't even remember what Burt Reynolds sounds like.
I don't know. I for some reason just remember the Norm Celebrity Jeopardy Burt.
Yeah, Turd Ferguson.
That's
dude.
what's coming to mind.
One of the best.
Yeah,
Damn, I just got sad about Norm being dead.
it's really sad.
It is really sad.
It's really comedy died basically.
He was a young guy.
He's not that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Damn.
He was the best one.
That sucks. So if you're wondering why this episode's bad, it's because
we're Miss Norm.
we're sad about Norm Macdonald. So maybe, hold your horses on the getting mad train because we're dealing with loss.
Yeah, yeah. I think about it and it just ruins a week for me.
Mm-hmm.
To clear my calendar.
How about Shirt Turdison?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what? I got a fucking shirt on? You ever see them little dogs that got shirts? Why the hell do people do that? They put their dog in clothes.
That'd be good if.
But then they leave the penis out.
That's true.
That's the only part of the dog I don't want to see is
I
its
wanna
penis
see
and its asshole.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't care about its nipples.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they leave they should put pants on it.
Yeah.
They should put goddamn pants on
Okay, time for the next segment. Watch it or don't watch it tonight. Starship Troopers.
it. Should we watch it?
I meant when I go home.
You don't want to watch it with me?
Or are we going to watch it?
On the computer?
I guess we could do that.
No, I gotta go home. I'm exhausted from this fucking red eye from
Your
Los
girlfriend's
Angeles.
trapped in Los Angeles because now you've destroyed 2 cars?
No, she's not in Los Angeles. She's out
not
in Long Island.
Long Island. I
Yeah.
confuse the two often.
Yes, her car is now fucked. Now my car's fucked.
Uh-huh. And so let's do a little car chat. What are you planning on buying?
I can't decide.
What do you want?
Something pimp, dude. Something where I can get other girlfriends.
You should get a Mary Kay Cadillac.
Yeah, I would love to, but I have to do a lot of work for that. I got to sell a lot of fucking. Mary Kay?
Should
What
I
is
start-
Mary Kay?
What if the podcast
Cosmetics?
crashes and burns
Yeah,
and I have to do Mary Kay?
yeah. Well, we can use the show to sell. I'll start doing Cutco knives. What happened?
I don't know. Somebody's texting me something. I don't know this phone number.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. No, I just I asked your Russian girlfriend for a W-9, and she said she has to have her lawyer do it.
Oh, from the penthouse apartment?
Yes.
She has a lawyer?
She says, I had to ask my lawyer to send this because I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I asked her for an invoice.
Mm-hmm. I got the invoice. Didn't get
Yeah.
a W-9. I got to be on my P's and Q's now because we're spending so much. I don't want to run afoul of the IRS.
Yeah, you gotta keep everything under control.
Wall-E coming to the Criterion Collection. Everyone's favorite movie is finally getting the respect it deserves with special features for snobs.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna do a director's cut with all the fucking in it.
Mm-hmm.
It got cut out by Pixar.
That's funny. So who does Wall-E fuck? I don't remember that movie at all. I remember enjoying it, but I remember him being in the junkyard, and he's got a girlfriend, and then the fat people at the end.
I remember the fat people. Yeah, I think it was about the people threw trash. There was too much trash.
It's funny. You watch Pixar movies, and you're like, these are good. And then I think back, and it's like, after 5 years, you don't remember anything in that movie because they're not good.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's a way to say whether something's good or not, but
if you forgot it, it's not good.
That's just me shooting from the hip once again.
That's the thing is, even
Yeah,
if
if I
it's not
forget-
thought out,
If I forget something, it's bad.
you're still passionate about making that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that movie Coco. I thought it was beautiful.
Like, think about food you've had. You know,
Mhm.
there's restaurants you're like, oh, that's a good restaurant. You're like, what have you had there? And you're like, I can't remember. So you're just saying it's a good restaurant. Other places you've been to where you're like, this is fucking amazing. You remember exactly what you had.
Remember what it tasted like.
You remember what it tasted like. You remember, I've gone to restaurants and had amazing meals, and I remember exactly what I ordered, and I cannot tell you who I was with.
You can remember the sensory.
I can't tell you what year I went or fucking who I was with.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what I ordered.
Maybe taste is just a more powerful sense for you
What do you mean?
than the sense of watching a movie, whatever that is. Your eyes and the heart and the brain.
The sense of watching the movie.
I don't know. I can't. I don't really can't.
Well, time for the monologue.
All right, let's get the monologue
Let's
going.
go. And so, Adam, why don't you do a little riff about your trip to LA? What did you see?
I didn't really see much. Let's see.
I'll pull up the headlines. You just talk about your trip.
I went to Los Angeles. I had shows on Friday and Saturday night. They were really nice. Everyone was nice. People wanted pictures. I took some pictures with people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some people got a little bit too sexual during the pictures.
What do you mean?
I feel like a couple of the fellows. You remember when Senator Al Franken got in trouble?
Yeah, for being Jewish.
No. Well, yes, we all know it was for being Jewish. But what they said he did was that he grabbed a girl's tits while she was sleeping once as a joke. And
He didn't even grab her tits.
he
That's
did
the fucking craziest
he
part
did a
about that.
joke.
He's like 15 feet away from this bitch.
Yeah.
He's like just doing like and it's not even grabbing her tits. He's
Yeah.
like just like what if I scared this lady?
Yeah. As a prank when he was out on the U.S. So,
But you
and
also know that like now in retrospect, Al Franken just wanted an out. Like he wanted out of politics.
Probably.
He just didn't want to do shit.
but people were saying he was going to run for president.
No, has he done literally fucking anything? You never see him.
Since that.
He's never on the news.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
never-
have like a TV show or something.
He's doing nothing.
He's probably chilling.
Exactly. He was like,
He's
"Fuck
probably
it,
having
yeah,
fun.
cancel me. I'll go back to doing nothing."
We should get him in the writers' room for
Mm-hmm.
TAFs. And then the other thing he got in trouble for is he took pictures with people, and women said that his
penis was hard.
his
in the
penis
pictures.
was too. That he was touching them in a way that made them feel uncomfortable, but it wasn't like on their asses. It was just like around their waists or something.
Then don't ask to take a picture with somebody.
Exactly. I mean, it was a bullshit thing. But
Yeah.
now that I say that, I feel like a couple of the people taking pictures with me
Mhm.
were giving me sexual vibes.
Today's
a little bit too
headlines:
much.
Elon Musk sends scathing message to Tesla investors. Elon Musk is not a chief executive officer like the others. Tesla's boss is atypical. The billionaire did not hesitate to relaunch showdown with U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. What the fuck did he say? Okay. What ongoing intentions? Man, they really buried the fucking lead in this stupid piece of shit
What did he
article.
do?
I don't care about boosting the stock.
That's it?
Yeah, he tweeted.
Wow. Great story.
Yeah, okay, so he scared investors. Good. It was always a meme stock. Fuck Tesla.
Fuck Tesla.
All right, that next joke. Tesla. Okay, I'll do the headlines. You just focus.
Okay, I'm looking at headlines
No,
too.
I'll pull up the headlines.
Focus on what? On Elon Musk?
On what I'm saying. and,
Okay,
you
I'm
know,
listening. I'm listening. I'm listening, bro.
We'll, like riff it out.
No, let's
you
riff
know.
it out. Let's
Like,
riff.
You gotta be doing the monologue. you know.
Okay, all right.
Don't worry, folks. By the way, once the show is up and running, the monologue will absolutely be back, and I think it would be fun to actually just get a little room together.
Yeah.
Just different.
I've
just
talked to people about
Rotate people out, bring them in for a day of,
Yeah.
do 3 hours beforehand.
Yeah.
We have access to every comedian in New York City.
Yeah, literally everyone wants to do it.
Oh,
People
okay.
have asked.
Yeah, then just we'll
Yeah.
bring people in and just
Yeah.
just do like a day rate.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Or we could just have people submit.
I don't want people submitting. You bring your friends in.
No, I
No
mean
more
our
of this
friends.
bullshit. This is not a real TV
Our
show.
friends.
I'm not making anybody jump through fucking hoops
Yeah, it's true. We're paying our friends $100,000.
unless we bring a retarded guy on and we make
and
a-
then the hoops are on fire.
and they're real.
Yeah.
Well, the hoops aren't on fire. It's a giant nerds rope,
Oh, okay.
and they have to get through it without
Eating it.
Yeah, the hula hoop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be a good kind of game show aspect to the new
Mm.
show. I'd like that.
Okay, so
Please focus.
Okay. I'm focusing.
what are you doing?
I'm looking at other headlines.
But I'll.
But
Look
what
at
if
the
I
headline.
see one that's fire and I just throw it out to you?
But I'll pick the headline.
Okay, you pick. Let's riff.
Okay.
Let's fucking riff.
Half of mobilized men in Russian region sent home. Commissar fired. So Russia drafted a bunch of people.
Okay.
Russia did a call up, so all the military-aged men had to report for duty
Okay.
because they're winning the war in Ukraine and they want to win even harder.
They want to win even better.
According to Tucker, they're absolutely destroying over there, and now they're going to even really destroy her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This Nord Stream 2 thing, have you looked into that? I asked you to.
You were reading about it last week, I remember,
Yeah.
for a while.
I tell you, there's
What is
people,
it? It's just
there's
that
people
the-
listening to this right now. They're saying they should call this the bored stream too, because I'm fucking bored.
I'm not bored. This is great.
I'm not bored. I mean,
People want to
listening
know what's going on at the studio.
but we're not even saying that anymore. we're saying nothing. Now. We're not. We're both.
All
looking
right,
at
all right.
headlines.
Russia's calling up all their military-aged men to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So what's the angle we want to go with there?
And now that now the Russian men are out of the way, I'd just like to say,
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah. Privyet, nurse.
Fucking. God damn it, dude.
What? That's good. That's even better. I said the
Just-
word.
Just any opportunity.
What?
I know the word.
What do you mean?
I know the.
So how to say hello?
Mhm.
What, you say hola, nurse?
Yeah, but Spanish. Everybody knows Spanish. Nobody knows Russian.
What, bonjour, nurse?
Nobody says bonjour, nurse.
They say that in France.
I hate French people.
Why?
They fucking suck.
They're not funny.
They're not funny.
That's
they
why I
make
don't like them.
bad art. They've convinced.
That's not true. They've made some good movies.
No.
Yes,
no,
they
no.
have.
No.
That's a crazy statement, dude.
Mm-mm. No, here's that. They all love Jerry Lewis. That's how you know they're
They
insane.
love Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
They love Jerry Lewis.
How the fuck? Who loves Jerry Lewis?
They like Jerry Lewis because it's like clowning.
Yeah.
That's what they like.
Here's why the French are incapable of
Yeah.
making good art, in as far as like the Western world is concerned in the modern era. Because they didn't
This is
do
gonna be a big, broad brushstroke.
they didn't do shit during World War II.
Yep.
They fucking just
Yep. They turn their fucking tails
got-
between their legs.
they got their shit run through, and then they
Mhm.
became Nazis. And it's
No.
like, what are you gonna do? Make art about being a coward? No,
Yeah.
it's all about like, oh, being alive. What is it?
What about
What
the guys
is-
that were in La Resistance?
What about being alive? What is that like?
Uh-huh.
What is like to be?
Oh, life is misery.
I am.
It is pain.
I
It is
go-
misery. I am a clown.
I go drink cup coffee with bitch.
I am
and
a clown.
Smoke a bitch cigarette.
I smoke a skinny cigarette. I drink a coffee. I have a fair.
Yeah, French people are trash.
I
And
mean,
then the opposite end of that spectrum is the Koreans. The reason Koreans can't make movies is because
What are you talking
they've never
about?
had a respite from, like, they got too fucked by the Korean War.
what do you mean they can't make movies?
They can't. They're all over the place.
Some of them are all over the
They're
place.
fucking all over the place.
I like the. Have you seen The Handmaiden?
If you could, there's
It's
probably
really good.
you probably get like epilepsy, genre epilepsy watching a Korean movie.
Yeah. I remember watching Old Boy in college, I think it was the most badass movie I've ever seen. The scene where he has the hammer and he kills like 300 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pimp. Have you seen that clip, Nick, of Hillary Clinton talking to the 100-year-old French clown?
No, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's great. We can pull that up.
Is it Jean-Claude Van Damme in what is it? The Quest? What's the movie that starts off and he's the clown on stilts?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the
Is
orphan
it
boys.
that?
Yeah. I just want to make funny for little boys. I don't want to do karate anymore. If I can just...
Wait, that's his plan for quitting karate is to do clowning?
I don't remember how the movie starts. I'm just clown. I want to do little boy comedy for homeless boys.
This guy, Steven, posted this. The guy who's in that Taft's episode, the gay guy. He's a funny guy. But yeah, it's Hillary and...
The Cancel Lansbury
Yeah.
account.
It's Hillary and Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
They have a TV show now, and they're studying comedy.
That's a good move. Let's just read his... You can just read his Twitter then.
Well, it's not. No, it's a video.
You can read the Twitters of all your downtown friends.
He's not my friend. I'm not. I'm friends.
You and all of your...
What's the difference for a woman in comedy than a man in comedy?
She's asking a clown.
They do the same thing. Comedies.
A 100-year-old man.
This dumb bitch.
Yeah, look at
Asking,
this.
What a dumb bitch question to
Dude,
ask.
this is. Yeah, I knew you'd love this. I'm
What's
glad
the
you-
difference
glad
for
you haven't
women
seen it.
in comedy?
I would love it if he just doesn't speak English at all. There's no translator.
You'll see.
Philippe, what's the difference for a woman in comedy than a man in comedy? Can they do the same thing?
Comedy is okay, but clown is more difficult.
Different.
That's
Did you
what's
catch
up.
what he said?
That's what's up.
He said, "Comedy is okay, but clown is more
She's
difficult."
like, that's sus, but it's also what's up.
That's what's up. All right, let's run it back.
For a woman in comedy than a man in comedy. Can they do the same thing?
Comedy is okay, but clown is more difficult.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
if you are a young boy, you come home, your costume is completely dirty, or your mother still loves you.
Yeah.
If you are a girl, it's not sure your father still loves you. So a woman is more dangerous.
A woman is more dance Jewish.
What did he say?
So this is literally what he says, and she's nodding the entire time. He says, "Comedian is okay, but clown is more difficult." The question was, is it harder for women in comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Comedian is okay, but clown is more difficult. Because if you are a young boy, you go home, your costume is completely dirty, or your mother still love you. If you are a girl, it is not sure your father still love you. So then for a woman, it is more dangerous."
Why?
I don't. She's talking to a 100-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, about yeah. I think we should probably watch this show, but I think it's Hillary and Chelsea learning different things.
No,
and they have
Chelsea's there. Did you ever squash the beef with Chelsea?
I did privately, but she didn't want to go public with it.
Yeah, we got to have her on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We gotta. I think we'll have her on as one of the first guests.
Yeah.
She's really funny, and her anecdotes are amazing. She has great anecdotes.
Well, like what?
Well, she's like, when I was a kid, Rush Limbaugh used to say that I looked like a dog.
Yeah. She was in...
That was pretty
She was
funny.
in Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah.
You know, Burt Reynolds saw that movie. He was like, what the hell is this? It's like a dog movie? This is one of them dog movies that they got.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make these movies for dogs now. Yeah, the people, they all look...
They all look like dogs.
I don't know what's wrong with it's like a drawing or something. Because I guess dogs like that.
Is Burt Reynolds thinking that the concept of a cartoon?
His Playgirl interview. Bert, what's been up lately? I'm doing a movie for dogs. I guess. It's a video interview. He's completely naked, sitting in a director's chair. His dick's just coming up and hanging over his thigh.
Does he have a big one? He had
I
a big
don't-
one in that Playgirl?
I have no idea.
I remember the picture. He has a very hairy chest, but I don't remember
Maybe
the cock.
some of the gay listeners that we've picked up.
Yeah, if
since
you're a
we-
gay listener,
what kind of vibe does Burt Reynolds have?
what kind of vibe does he have?
Yeah, dick wise. I think the straight guy answer is like, of course that guy has a big dick. He's a cowboy from Texas with a mustache.
Yeah, of course.
But the gays might have a different answer. Burt Reynolds' penis.
Oh, the girls know about it. Yeah, let's look this up for our gay listeners.
Yeah, former Dick Cavett show writer says she boned many of the guests.
Can we get her on our show?
Details Burt Reynolds' toupee map.
Oh, he was wearing a piece.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is great. Sandra Harmon. Hillary Clinton should interview this bitch. Sandra Harmon sounds like she's had an interesting life. Writer and producer who worked in TV in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. She was once married to Bozo the Clown. But it was her position as a writer.
This whore?
Yeah.
This slutty woman?
But it was her position as a writer on the Dick Cavett's old late night talk show where she had the most fun, apparently. That's the impression. If I had a time machine, I would go back and just fuck this lady.
I want to fuck her so bad, dude.
I know.
Honestly, I legitimately want to.
Just that
sight unseen. I want to fuck
I know
this
that
lady.
opening sentence. Married to Bozo the Clown and writer for the Dick Cavett show, and now in her old age, she's doing interviews about Burt Reynolds' penis.
Dude, she's unreal.
I would step out of the time machine into her apartment, prestige style, and be like, "Look, I'm from the future. My
And
options
I have to fuck you.
My options were go back and stop Hitler, or fuck this lady from an article that I stumbled upon."
Where I read the first 4 sentences.
And I'm like, look, you don't. You right now you might seem like a weird freak,
Yeah.
you know, but I tell you, 2020's Brooklyn, Sandra Harmon, you're getting piped down.
Sandra, you're getting your back absolutely exploded.
In the interview, she talks about how she boned many of the show's guests, from rock stars like Jimi Hendrix to writers like Norman Mailer. 5 guests a day, some of the most fabulous men in the world. That only happens on a talk show, and Cavett was top-notch talk show that was above the rest in taste and intellect.
Dude, we have to do this kind of thing.
I know, but it's crazy because the Dick Cavett show, the guests were like, yeah, sure, she fucked Jimi Hendrix. And then Norman Mailer, that's kind of a... Norman Mailer, talk about a guy that hoodwinked the world. He's like, this is masculinity, and he's just your dad, basically.
It's basically my dad.
He's
Yeah.
just
It's my dad if he had the confidence to shoot a woman.
right, this little troll guy.
Yeah.
That, you know, I guess he was in World War II, but everyone was. And then I don't know what he did over there. I think he just made people lunch.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So wait, who'd she fuck? I really want to know.
Cavett regular Burt Reynolds and Harmon. Oh, I didn't know Burt Reynolds went on Dick Cavett a bunch. What the hell is this place? It's like a TV show or something. Oh, that's why they got the cameras here. What are you
I
doing?
thought
What
this was lunch.
are you doing? Making a movie? Oh, it's a TV show. What's that? Oh, it's like a tiny movie.
Sorry, I didn't remember my lines.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to feed them to me.
Hey, where's that lady everybody gets to fuck?
Yeah, the one that was married to Bozo the Clown.
Yeah.
All right.
At some point, I don't know what I touched, but his toupee flew off. I was shocked. I was turned off. He was turned off. Everyone was turned off. It was over. That ended the romance. That, in spite of Bert's publicist giving her a roadmap to his head. She knew he wore a toupee, and as a joke, she sent me the glossy with red pencil marking where his toupee was attached and where I should not tug in case I had sex with him. I had no intention of having sex with him, so I didn't pay much attention except to laugh.
Yeah, you
Now,
did.
keep in mind,
You lying.
this is
ass
fucking.
bitch.
This is 1978. So when it says his publicist sent her this wasn't like just a quick email or a text joke.
No.
She fucking licked an envelope and sent
About how to fuck
a
her client.
diagram of how to fuck her client.
Yeah. Where
That's
you
amazing.
can't touch him.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I had no intention of having sex with him, and so I didn't pay much attention to it except to laugh, and then I forgot all about it. Somewhere out there, Sterling Archer is crying, but Burt will always be Burt in our eyes. It's also kind of me how Harmon says, Donald Sutherland was the best lover she ever bedded. I had just seen Joanna, and I read about Donald Sutherland, and when I first saw him for our pre-interview at the Plaza Hotel, I thought he was glorious. Before they parted, the Canadian actor took her hand and told her she was nubile. That evening, he called her at her home.
Nubile.
I've experienced pure joy only once in my life, and it was with him. I was 31 years old, and I knew finally what it was like to lie with a man whose mind I respected and whose wit I adored. I lay beside this lovely shy giant and felt totally and absolutely satisfied as a woman.
Wow.
Gay.
Hey, let me see a picture of this bitch.
I don't know, but now I don't want to fuck her.
I want to fuck her.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go
I
back a
still wanna
year
fuck her.
before and beat up Donald Sutherland.
What if I went back
Now
for
I'm
fucking her?
now I'm Clute.
now you're now
Clute
I'm
this.
Clute.
Now I'm Clute. They
Now
call
I'm
me
Clute.
Clute the clit clicker.
That movie sounds cooler than it actually is.
Clute.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah. Well, the best of that three is obviously All the President's Men.
Yeah, that one's sick.
The two saw each other for the next year and a half.
We should have been
whenever he was young.
journalists instead of whatever the fuck this is.
This is journalism.
We should have been like Bernstein and Woodward.
Yeah.
You'd have to be Bernstein.
I like that you ordered the names in a
No.
very Semitic way.
No, I didn't do that on purpose.
I don't know why they don't call them Bernstein and Woodward.
It's alphabetical.
It makes more sense that way.
Actually, he did more work than Woodward.
And that's all the evidence I need to know that the next Holocaust is right around the corner.
Bernstein and
In
Woodward.
a lot of ways, the coronavirus pandemic was like another Holocaust. Because who hates getting sick the most?
The Jews.
That's right.
That's
so
a
for
good
us,
fact.
Countless moments had to go right, or at least not disastrously long for 5 seconds or so.
Dude, this bitch was getting her pussy turned out by Donald Sutherland. She probably fucked what do you call
Oh,
it?
this is awesome. He couldn't make love to me. He said he had just met Jane Fonda and he'd fallen in love.
Oh, on Clute.
Yeah. The one
On
guy,
the set of Clute.
the one guy I picked, or maybe Don't Look Now.
Oh, yeah.
The one guy I picked left me for the Hollywood Princess. There was nothing I could do.
She was fine.
Don't
She
Look
was
Now
fine
is
as
great. That movie's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Rogue.
What's that?
Rogue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Rogue.
I
Nicholas
was, I was
Rogue.
thinking Rogue from the X-Men. when you
That'd be
said that.
sick if she made it.
Yeah.
If that bitch Rogue made it.
Nicholas Stogue.
Wait, can I see a picture of this horror television writer that was married to Bozo the Clown?
Blozo my cock.
Blows on my cock.
Yeah. Sandra Harmon.
Folks, I'm not gonna say the address of our offices, but if you know our landlords, could you have them turn on the radiators?
Oh, she's trash.
She's trash. In the 70s, you could just be
Wait,
that
hold on,
and
hold
get
on.
fucked by every guy.
Look, guys, go Google Sandra Harmon.
Let me see.
and then say to yourself, "Wow, I had no idea this bitch was married to Bozo the Clown."
She's literally looks.
Wow, can you believe this woman? Hold on now.
Maybe
Back in the day,
No, Sandra's unreal.
dude, fire.
She's an 11.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
And she wrote, and it's funny too.
And she's a comedy writer?
dude. Her titties, amazing.
Oh my god.
But the Dick Cavett show wasn't funny. I mean, it was.
it
dog shit.
wasn't funny at all, but
Yeah.
it was great. It was compelling.
What did she write?
Kind of like this episode.
Yeah.
Kind of like this episode.
Dick's
we're
like,
doing.
sorry, we don't have jokes tonight. Our one writer for the show is
It's fucking Donald.
she's getting gangbanged by Bozo and Donald Sutherland.
No, she's cheating on Bozo. That's the
She's
thing is
cheating
that-
on Bozo with Donald Sutherland. Bozo came by and I said, "Hey Bozo, don't look now." Okay, nothing on that one.
That's my favorite. You can watch the Dick Cavett monologues. He'll bomb.
Yeah, and
He'll
they'll
do the
say-
like. Well, I guess they didn't like that.
I
He'll do
guess
the
that-
Tom Myers.
on television.
I guess they don't like puns on his own show.
On his own show. He
Yeah.
could have just edited it out.
Yeah.
That's so funny that
Oh my
Bozo
God.
came to the office. He said, "Tell me where my
Oh, no.
wife is."
She's anorexic. Her legs look like arms.
Yeah, that's the kind. That's what.
That's your
what bitches,
style.
That's. I mean, that's my body style.
Yeah.
Wait, what's her name? Let
Huh?
me look, Nick.
Sandra Harmon.
Sandra Harmon.
Yeah.
I love her.
Here's the one you get. This other
No,
one. I found.
that's yours. That's your Sandra.
No, you get a different Sandra.
No, I want the other one.
Yeah.
I want the one that was married to
This
Bozo the
is this her and Robert Duvall? Is that who that is?
Yeah. How does he look the same age forever?
You gotta suck my dick slow.
That guy's looked 70 years old for 40 years.
Yeah. Sandra Harmon, author of Elvis and Me. This bitch fucked everybody, dude.
Wow. She fucked Hendrix.
Yeah.
Wow, she looks beautiful. She looks kind of like my mom.
Yeah. Don't say stuff like that.
Why? My
'Cause
mom
it's
was
sad,
a beautiful
dude.
woman.
It's sad. She's fucking dead,
It
dude.
says she's dead.
It's bumming me out, dude.
Shut up, dude.
You know how much that affected me?
It affected me more.
I don't think so.
Both Norm
seem,
and my mother affected
you
me
seem
more.
to just want to do jokes about it.
I don't want to make jokes about it.
I was
You did
thinking
make a very funny joke about it when she was diagnosed. I said, Nick, they found a growth in my mother's brain. They're saying it's 2 millimeters in diameter. And you said, wow, I can't believe they used your dick to measure.
I couldn't resist. Dude.
No, listen, guys, man, it's the healing power of comedy. You know, I just found out my mom had terminal cancer. It's like when we found out our friend died and that our other friend with a stutter was the one who found it.
Yeah. I just saw him, dude.
Donnie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he lives in Nashville.
He lives in Nashville.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I saw him when I was in Nashville.
Yeah. He was like, I'm thinking about moving back, I'm moving back to Maryland. I was like, where at? And he was like, Frederick. I was like,
why?
I'm like, that's how shitty Nashville is.
Yeah.
That you have 2 years there and you're like, I think I might move to Frederick, Maryland.
I thought Donnie had a girlfriend. I met her when I was down there.
Does she have a stutter also?
No, she doesn't have a stutter.
Do you think he does that shit
He's
on
with
her
a
pussy?
non-retarded... Yeah, of course he's doing that when he's eating her pussy.
She's like, ooh, you like bozo. Ooh, you eat my shit like bozo. Ooh, Donnie, you eat my shit like bozo. Girl.
They don't even know who this guy is, but just imagine a big-ass black lady. Stuttering ass Donnie.
Ooh, Donnie, you eat my shit like Bozo the Clown.
I never had a lover like this is Bozo.
I ain't got my pussy ate like Bozo ever in my life. Never once in my life did nobody eat my pussy like Bozo, done it.
Eat my pussy like Bozo.
Ooh,
Just blowing up in a balloon animal. Right in the hole. Yeah.
Bozo came to the office. He said, where's my wife? I said, she's off with Donald Sutherland. He started crying. I said, what is this? What are you, fucking Pagliacci? You fucking faggot? What is this Pagliacci?
Yeah. A woman goes to the doctor.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sad because my pussy is torn up to pieces, completely inside out.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And he goes, you should go fuck that whore from the Dick Cavett show. And she says, but doctor, I'm Sandra.
I am Sandra.
I'm Sandra Harmon.
I'm Sandra Harmon.
Oh, look at this here. What do they got here? We got a fucking... They got books now like this for...
My dog can do that.
I guess Sandra, you wrote one of these. You wrote
Sandra
a book for a
wrote
dog.
that.
Yeah, you wrote a book for a dog.
I bet you Sandra took at least one dog dick.
Yeah. Well, all right, folks. I got to get back to. I got to paint. I got to spackle and paint.
Guys,
Finish up the last. Get these.
thanks for hanging out with us
get
this last hour.
These outlets up, and then I am done. No more ladders. I'm done with the ladders.
You're done with the sky. No, but we have to hang the lights.
Yeah. Well,
We're going to need ladders for that.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of the ladder, but that'll be.
The ladders won't be out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Hopefully, you don't. You just
Shut up.
This will be a nice.
Thanks,
little,
and you are welcome.
You're-
That's what you meant to say.
Sure, but maybe this will be a good time to practice patience, and maybe
And forgiveness.
Maybe you can start liking the hosts of your favorite show.
Yeah.
For you want to talk about this being a friendship simulator. Just focus on the hang.
Yeah, just be a better friend to us.
Maybe it doesn't need to be a laugh riot the whole time. Maybe
I
you can
thought
just-
we got some good stuff off of Sandra's pussy.
Yeah, 57 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, well, listen, the payoff. Ooh,
Yeah.
Donnie.
All right.
Ooh, Donnie.
And to play us out, Udani, Adam, you want to hit the joke one more time?
Ooh, Donnie.
Night, folks.